Welcome back. Well, finally picked up the implement to actually be able to pick up our bales. So there it is. If you remember in one of our episodes, I think the very first one, I bought it, but I bought the round baler one. And we don't do round bales, we did square bales. So here we go. Don't think we need the beacons anymore. It's the way I wanted to do it. That way we kind of are doing we are kind of somewhat realistic without me torturing myself to try and look like, hey, look at this, we're doing realistic. I mean, I've worked with forklifts and all that in real life, and obviously in real life they're a lot easier to operate than what we have in Farming Simulator. I'm not complaining. It is what Farming Simulator has done. They're trying to keep somewhat of a real heavy realism type of thing, but to do that you're sacrificing in-game anyway the ease of actually using it, and because you're sacrificing the ease of doing it, what you're actually doing is you're causing an okay, can stay here for now. You're causing problems with there we are, we're almost. I'm gonna let that stay there for now. You're causing problem with it usability, let's put it like that. You know, it's all good to have the behavior, the bales behaving, not like in some other games where they look so, you know, the moment you put them there, they order, like Autoload, I suppose. Like you've got Farmer's Dynasty, for example, or Lumberjack Dynasty. You know, when you pick up a tree, you can tell that it's all animated and all that. And there is some realism, you still have to get to it and all that sort of stuff, but as soon as you get to it, there's a lot of animation. Which, okay, when it comes to realism, it's not there, but the beauty with it is that it's easy to use, and that's the difference. Where in Farming Simulator, you've got the behavior of the products you're trying to pick is more realistic, but it's gone the other way. It's nowhere near as easy as what it would be in real life, and becomes a pain to use. So this is why in a lot of the situations I would much rather use the super strength than any of the implements. You see YouTubers, Dagwin for example, that tries his best, but you can tell that sometimes even he has enough and he just cuts out, and the next minute is the trailer's loaded. Okay, it's loaded and it looks all shonky and all that sort of stuff, but he does his best, and the game hasn't really found a happy medium. That's probably the best way to put it. It's all good to say, hey, we're going to do this, but you need to have that happy medium. You need to have that. You need to have that scenario where you actually able to use whatever you're using without without having an absolute pain. Now, I completely forgot on exactly how many this can carry. Oh, look, you can move the trigger forward. Yeah, so it's got to be a happy medium, and I really wish that Farming Simulator would look at this a little bit more with that in mind. Even if that means you have to sacrifice a little bit of the realism. To me personally, and I'd be really curious to see what you guys think. To me personally, I would rather lose a little bit of the realism and actually have a lot easier, a lot easier to use the timber and the bales and the pallets and all that sort of stuff, than try to have this realism where you put a pallet onto a fork and it just doesn't release and never wants to come out and all that sort of stuff. So Still got a round bale there by the looks of it. Yeah, so I'll be really curious to see how the rest of you guys actually see this. Like, if you had to choose, what would you choose? Be curious, and I look forward to hearing from you guys when it comes to this. Like, if you had to choose, what would you choose? Would you prefer, to have that over, as realistic as humanly possible, or would you prefer to have something that's as realistic as possible, but with a lot more ease of usage? Okay, so we've picked up the bales, put them in the animals, and this is kind of where I stand with this. It's something like this, where you have something like this, and then you'd have a trailer that's kind of auto load. Makes it a little bit easier to use, in my opinion, and a little bit more user friendly. Unless you play this game and have the unlimited time to be able to stay here for every day, for day on end, having something that really becomes a torture. Imagine having a field like some of the American maps where you're loading 40, 50, 60, 70 bales. It doesn't matter how much you're going to go, yeah, we want realism and all that sort of stuff. The game just cannot function like that. You cannot play the game with that type of thing going on. Maybe I'm wrong, and look forward to being proven. It's being told, hey, no, you're wrong. I'd rather play an hour and pick up 10 bales or 20 bales than actually have the realistic side of things. Now we need to pick all of this up so we can plow and do all that sort of stuff for that field. Shouldn't have left that trailer there. And you know what? I'm gonna go pick it up with this. Oops. Because I would rather set up so we can actually put some lime on this. I'm pretty sure I have some lime. If not, I can buy some. It's not a problem. There is one thing that I want to try. I downloaded a mod. I wonder if I don't think I've actually... I'm gonna try this. I don't think I've actually... no, I don't think I've... oh, go away. I don't think I activated that mod, and that is that I can use liquid lime. Why is this? Why is this tractor so slow at going backwards? Like, give me a break! You're going 50 kilometers an hour. Look at it. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that we're done with harvesting. So let's empty the combine, move it out of the way. Hopefully we can fit everything in here. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, we want to empty it. I don't want to have to... Actually, I don't need to do that because I'm going to drive past our silo, straight past it, so we don't need to... We don't need to go and say, hey, just dump some of this 800 liters. You wouldn't do it in real life, would you? Now, I don't need to rush, because at the end of the day, we don't need to put lime and all that on these fields right now. I'm not quite sure what we're going to plant on it, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to have a bit of time to plant. So it's not something that has to be done straight away. Now let's have... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? I'm just... Oh, you're kidding me. This is what happens when you're... If I wanted to do this, if... Oh, you're kidding me. if I wanted to do what I've just done, if I was trying to do this for like for the video, you know, let's do something crazy so the video to look good, I wouldn't have been able to do that, the thing that I just did. But yet, if I didn't want to do it, there you are. We managed. What a joke. Actually, I could probably get out of here as well. 30,000 liters. What do we get? 20,000 off the little one, and only 30 of this one. That kind of doesn't feel right, does it? What's that? Oh, I picked up the only thing that's got a collision on it right there. What on earth is that? Okay, I'm gonna save this guy. It's gonna say, is that where you need to cut? Would I even be considering? I'm pretty sure that that's where you need to cut. Do I even have a? Yes, no, I don't. I'm pretty sure that you come and cut these, and then the hedges disappear. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's how it works. Anyway, we're wasting time. It's one thing that I wanted to look at. It just kind of came to me right now as we're waiting for. Can I get rid of these cars? Can they be hidden? I'd be more interested in this if I can hide it. When I have the hide thing activated? No. No, I can't hide that. No. Okay. All right, we're gonna time lapse this. Okay, done. Almost done anyway. So now I gotta go collect these three little bits here. Okay, I'm gonna park them right here. Gonna need to go and find our, oops, let's not drive on the crops unless absolutely necessary. Gonna go find our spreader and put some lime in it. I really like the way the way it is without the animal sheds right there. I don't know what I have in here, lime or fertilizer. Please let it be lime. Okay, we got a bit of lime in there. Don't think I've got any lime left, which means I'm gonna have to go buy some or just pay some through the automatic payment system. I wish there was a, well there, oh, what am I doing? Where am I doing? I do have a buying station right there. Now, I have no idea how much he just charged me, but kind of have a funny feeling that probably too much. I'm gonna set the worker up to do this and see what he does. Did I have him to do no headlands? Let's have a look. You know what? Let's just do it ourselves. I think it's gonna end up being a lot faster than dealing with the worker like this. So we're gonna have to There we are. This way we are kind of clearing. Well, look at that, it's gone from a yellow to a green, so we're doing a pretty decent job at covering everything, and we should boost our yield quite a lot. And I'm debating whether after these I should come up with a fertilizer and actually fertilize this field as well. That way when we're planting or seeding or whatever we're going to end up doing in here, I was going to say shouldn't be still doing that, but then I realized that it's doing that because it's grabbing that little bit on the edges. There you are. That's definitely a massive improvement, isn't it? Okay, so we're here with this. Let's get our... I really need to put speed on. I realized that I have the thing, but you know what? In the interest of speeding it up, we're just going to do it this way. And once we're going to get this trailer on a tractor, we're not going to be doing it like this anymore. We're just going to use it, do it the proper way. But what I really needed is a tractor for the trailer to do what I wanted to do, and a tractor for, and then I can use a telehandler for what I needed to use it for. What? Oh. Okay. It's kind of, for a second I'm like, what's going on? Didn't realize what I was doing. Okay, can stay there for now. Okay, we're gonna go up here and start right from this corner right here. Now let's find out what I've done with my plow. I remember putting it around the sides here. Is it possible that I... Nope. There you are. There we are, we found it. I'm curious to try something, and I realized that I might end up demolishing the whole shed thing here. Get $90,000 to sell all of that, the 3 sheds. And I'm going to obviously put different sheds there. I think that's where my diesel is, right there. Okay, we're going to need to move those things out of the way, and then we'll figure out something to do there. If we even need to do anything in there. Okay, so let's set the worker to go, and let's go have a look on what I've done here. Have I even... I mean, I've made myself a lot of money, that's for sure. Okay, we've got ourselves... I don't think I want to get rid of this, even though it is worth quite a lot of money. How is my combine going to fit in there? I'm curious to see. Oh, piece of cake. Piece of cake, no problemo. Even if I get a bigger combine, still be alright. I don't know if I'm gonna sell that or not, but I still have this here. And this one, this would be a perfect place for like semi-trailers and all that, both of these things. Because you can come to and drive through. So you got plenty of storage. You got plenty of storage. And I still haven't used this at all. So you got storage galore. I'm going to sort of hold on this. I might end up putting some sort of a production here. Plus, I've got all of these here that I've done nothing with, which I own. So yeah, we're gonna hold on and see what happens for a while. All right, we'll go with him for a little bit. He should be improving our. Actually, what I want to try is this. Get this guy. How is my? Before I go any further, I'm all over the place. So what I want to try, this. Nitrogen. Okay, very bad here. Not so bad on over there. Very bad on dice. So we're at 50%. Let's go and load up because I'm pretty sure I've got some nitrogen over here. Now I'm doing what Dagway does and just leave things in the middle. I'm gonna fix it, obviously. What's going on here? Is this liquid fertilizer? I'm curious to see if this will actually help at all. Yeah, we'll put you on it because we want to see. Curious to see if it will it do anything. Actually, you know what? We'll let the worker take care of it. I suppose what I'm trying to figure out, it's red at the moment. So if it actually, it should accept it now, but I suppose what I'm trying to figure out is will it accept it when we come back? It's actually not accepting anything. Okay, let's go have a look over here, over the plowed bits. Now we are going to put all. Oh, this tractor is annoying. I'm going to get rid of you if this is how slow you're going to go every single time. Is there a function that I can get rid of that? No, doesn't look like it. So that's surprising that it still didn't accept. Actually, you know what? Stop. I have no idea what he's trying to do. The tracks, they would disappear once we're plowing, right? I don't need to create field plow for them to disappear. All right, so I finished the other field. Now the worker's doing this field. One thing that I haven't checked, and maybe I should check before anything else, and that is our fields. Okay, so these fields are ready to plant. What's there to plant next? What's available next? So what would we want? Soybeans. Oh, I just missed the soybeans. Okay, so we really don't have a lot to do we? So you got barley. Wheat again. Why we have? Okay, yeah. So we got canola in 2 months. Linseed in 3 months. Poplar. Maybe. Or poppy seeds in 3 months. You know, it wouldn't actually hurt to put this field here into maybe poplars. You know, it'd be one source of income that would be massive, or even, but this is sort of furthest away. That would end up being you can stay there. One thing I haven't checked on our chickens, what are they up to? Got a bit of a garden, that's fine. Oops. So we got ourselves almost 2 pallets of eggs. Got food, we got plenty. So we got plenty there, not an issue there. I don't know what I'm going, oh, I can walk straight through the sticks. I don't really know what I'm going to do here yet. Probably some sort of production, because I don't think I need any more storage. I mean, everything that I have can fit in there, here. Got truckloads of space here. And now that we've got this, we got plenty of space to go in and out. And we got space here, which again, because there's nothing in front, plenty of space to go in and out. Animals, how are they going for food? Do we have any milk yet? I don't know, where would it show? I suppose it will show here. Okay, we got a little bit of food. Why is it? Okay. So we've had, oh, I got that bale that keeps replenishing it. I was like, why don't we all got milk? Nothing almost. So that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. Anyway, I don't think there's any need for me to. Alright, so we got nitrogen, bad. Let's have a look. Would I be able to do, let the worker put some nitrogen? I really have to change these tractors. It's really bugging me on how slow it is to reverse. So I'd be curious to see if it would actually do anything. And then we'll call it quits once we know what's happening over here. I'm curious to see if it actually will take any fertilization whatsoever. Doesn't look like it. Hey, you know there's a fence there, right? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.